And then overall, and I look at the exit polls, and particularly it was in California, Virginia, North Carolina, around 36% of Republicans, people voting in the Republican primary, saying they're not willing to guarantee that they will support the Republican nominee. That tells me Trump still has a problem consolidating his support. And it's interesting because, let's assume the New York Times poll from the other day was correct. That said that Trump was getting 93% of the vote that he had in 2020, yet still people voting, somewhere between 20 and 40% of people voting in the Republican primary are not voting for him. So who are those people? Maybe they're independents, but they're people that are open to voting for Joe Biden. So I feel I'm coming out of this sort of primary season feeling more optimistic about Biden's room to grow and Trump hitting some kind of ceiling.
Jen, I have to give you the opportunity to say California Senator Alex Padilla, because Kevin De Leon ran for it but didn't get it.
Thank you so much, Senator Alex Padilla.
Yes, I knew you would want to say that, and I wanted to give you a chance before we got too far down the road.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
Claire, let me ask you about, the points that Jen was just making there in terms of the overall strength of the general election candidates in the presidential tonight and what we're learning about that from these primaries.
Hey, listen, I think the thing I take away from today is looking at the margins and deciding which party is really more united. In all the states that voted today, if you look at the results that we know right now, there was only 2 states where Biden won by less than 70 points. OK, everything else, 80%, 82%. You know how many states Donald Trump won by more than 70 points? 1, Alabama. So there are more people voting against Donald Trump than are even thinking about voting against Joe Biden. And I get the uncommitted is sending a message, and I think it's one that needs to be heard. I think it's important for our party. But really, there is a Republican war going on behind the scenes. It's playing out in primaries all over the country tonight, where big money is going in against MAGA candidates. They have a problem in the Republican Party in terms of how unified they are. I don't think we have near as far to go.
Well, Claire, let me just ask you to engage with something that's been happening here on set tonight. We've had some hot criticism of Nikki Haley staying in the race from my beloved friend Alex Wagner, who's sitting here with me, highlighting the fact that Haley's endgame is, if she thinks she's going to win, that's not going to happen. If she thinks she's doing any damage to Donald Trump, there's no evidence of that. And that she continues to talk smack about Joe Biden in a way that potentially suppresses enthusiasm for Biden or possibly sort of serves as a sort of heat sink for Democrats who might otherwise put themselves in Biden's camp, but can put themselves sort of uselessly in Haley's camp as long as she's still in the race. What do you think about that?
So, listen, she's my beloved Alex Wagner, too. But let me just say, I don't think it really matters. I think it matters for Nikki Haley's future. What does she want to do? Does she want to make a bunch of money like Stephanie was talking about, giving speeches and being on corporate boards? Does she see some way forward in this Republican Party? No way. She's done in this Republican Party. It's over. She makes Mike Pence look popular in this Republican Party. So I don't think Haley has a future in this Republican Party. And I don't think her talking trash about Biden necessarily hurts Biden. But I think she's going to look silly if she comes out and endorses Trump. She's going to look pretty phony. Not good for her political legacy if she comes out after saying the things she said and endorses him.
Jen, what do you think along those same lines?
I think it doesn't. I think she's helpful. It's just, I think it's very helpful for voters, independents, Republicans, Democrats, to hear a Republican make criticisms of Donald Trump. And even though she also says bad things about Biden, I think it's worth it. I think that's a valuable thing. And if she endorses Trump in the end, she's just going to look as she's going to look like she has no integrity. I don't really think that's going to hurt Biden. What we need are effective arguments against Trump, and she's making those.
She's making those from somebody from the perspective, from a perspective that people think is a credible Republican perspective in lots of ways, and you can't manufacture that. That has to come from an authentic Republican place. Jen Palmieri and Claire McCaskill, our dear friends, great to have you with us tonight. Thank you.
If it makes you feel any better, I have already put evac on alert. He's ready to go if it comes to that.
General, I can assure you. Hey, General, let me into the war room to see you. so I had to hack my way onto this frequency.
This better be critical, Wheelie.
Sir, come on, what is it not, please? Okay, couple of things. I'm running low on the dough. I was thinking about taking a couple of months sick leave, maybe starting today. And, oh yeah, I intercepted a transmission from Megatron.
Then send it through.
Yes, sir, right away, sir. And so I'll assume that we're good on the other stuff.
This is your last warning, insects. Relinquish what remains of the Allspark.
So who's the insect? You? What? Who's the insect?
Protect you. They were defeated on our world, and we will defeat them here.
The Megatron.
This was just a diversion. Security teams bring up. Rabbit, she's already inside. Deeds! Give me an update on that reserve. Boss readiness. What was his name? What was it?
Evac, sir.
Right, evac.
She's right in front.
We are facing a heavy, sustained attack. They appear to be after the Allspark craft. General! General! I need this evac immediately. Evac. Hold on. National security advisory. Stay down. Check it out. Failed the mission. Celebration. The amateurs. Suicide mission.